Okay, so this is third and last video in a series of installation software videos for IDSC 3103 database class that will, fairly quickly install the remaining software after the first video went through MySQL Server Community Edition installation, and the second video went through Toad for MySQL Client installation, so both of those for the Windows platform. The remaining software is, or are, Notepad++ and ER Assistant, both Windows-only programs. Both are small pieces of software and should take, a couple of minutes, to install at the most. The availability, so the Notepad++, the first one I want to start with, is available on Notepad dash plus plus .org /download, okay, which is going to pop up then with the current version. Again, on the last page of the Lect 1 Intro DBMS PDF, page 6, I believe, you'll see the addresses or links to both of these pieces of software, Notepad++ as well as ER Assistant. Okay, so again, these Notepad++ versions change all the time, so by the time you're installing this, the current version might be something else. It doesn't really matter. Click on the big download button, okay, and you're going to get the Notepad++ current version installer, and then save it somewhere on the hard drive. Again, I'm going to use a MySQL folder I have been using in previous 2 recordings. This is a tiny program, so you should pretty much download instantaneously. Then you want to go to the where am I? To the folder where you downloaded it. So you can see that I have some older installers here as well. And then right-click on the current NPP installer and run it as an administrator. As always, use English as the language, and then click to agree to the license terms. The destination folder, just accept all the defaults here. We don't need the shortcuts and desktops. Just click install, which should take a couple of seconds, and we are done. You can again, I'm going to close the background, run the Notepad. Let me just finish without it, and then again use my pin to taskbar, system to sort of save the shortcut on the taskbar. Okay, and this is how it looks. It's just a coding text editor that we'll use for typing SQL statements and later on. Okay, so at this point I'm just going to close that and stop. The last piece of software that we're actually going to need towards the end of the class, last couple of weeks or so, is the ER Assistant or Entity Relationship Diagramming software. It's a very simple software. It is available on 3 places. There's a website linked, listed at the very bottom, at the very end of the PDF I keep referring to, Lect 1 Intro DBMS. It's also on Moodle under the tab. Let me show you under the tab. So I'm going to log into Moodle quickly under the tab for Intro DBMS. Okay, so once you open the Moodle and go to the Intro to DBMS tab, okay, you will see the link at the very bottom to ER Assistant diagramming software. Okay, it is also available under the class files that we downloaded earlier today. So I'm going to go and close this. I'm going to go and find on my Google Drive under class files under 01 Intro DBMS and lectures folder, the ER assistant. Okay, I'm going to open that one, which shows you the setup file, which is again a tiny file that all you need is to open run. Again, you have to be admin. You want to install it. I'm going to try to close the background and click through a couple of steps, just accepting all the defaults. It takes, literally, I'm not going to create a desktop icon as usual. It takes literally a second to install. I'm going to finish. Where are you? Open it to my taskbar and then just open it up so you can see how it looks like. Okay, we're not going to need it again until the last couple of weeks of this term. So I'm going to close this and stop this recording. This is the end. At this point, you should have all the software installed for this class. And again, make sure that this is all done before the second class of the term.